Hello, my name is Eva and I run the account Notation is Great on Twitter. So this is going to be the first of two videos where I'm going to talk about some of my favorite online collections of musical notation. So some of the main collections, websites, archives, repositories that I use to find material to post in my Twitter account. So it will cover a range of notation from the Middle Ages to the present, some non-Western musical notations as well, and they are also all free and available online. So number one is the Patrizio Music Library. So this library contains many examples of manuscripts, first editions. So if you look at the feature column, you have a few examples here. Also, you can do searches for example, holographs. And if we click, for example, on composers' holographs from the 1800s, we find a number of those there, including Debussy's Ariette Oubliée. So as you can see, there are a range of editions, not just the manuscript, but also a number of editions made throughout history. And finally, we have the manuscript of one of those, okay? So number two is the Morgan Library and Museum, which has a mostly classical collection. So for example, if you look at the letter B, see what they've got, lots of names we can recognize there, Berg, Bellini, Busoni as well, so one of my favorite composers. So let's have a look at Busoni's songs. So as you can see, the Morgan Library and Museum allows you to download their scores in PDF. So for you to print or save. So this is taking a while. Yeah, but here's the manuscript of Busoni's songs. And you can also browse the manuscript in this viewer that they've got. So number three is one of my favorites, so Gallica from the Bibliothèque Nationale de France. So you can have a browse if you look at partition, so you have different categories for different composers. Obviously, the focus here is on French music, not only, but French music is quite heavy. You can also, of course, do a search. We search for Messiaen, for example, and then if we select the manuscripts, you'll find, for example, lots of Messiaen's transcriptions of birdsong that he made together with his future wife. So number four comes from a smaller collection, so from the Daniel Langlois Foundation in Canada, which have a collection of Latin American electroacoustic music with sound clips, but also some scores and drawings. So let's have a look at Alcides Lanza, for example. So as you can see, we have the different pages of the work in reasonably high quality images. So number five is the British Library, which of course couldn't be missing here. So the British Library Manuscript Portal is not just for music, it's for any types of manuscripts. So if you know the shelf mark, you can search by shelf mark in this list here. So as I said, not only music manuscripts. If we do a search, for example, by music, so as you can see, there are a number of results. So for example, this Sarum Missale. So we have this cool viewer which allows us to open the book. So number six is another national library from Spain in this case, so the Hispanic Digital Library. And you can either do a search, or if you click on Discover Collections, you can find a number of curated resources. So we've got some books there, for example, Cantorales. And I wanted to show you my favorite one, so Teatro Lírico. So this is about Spanish musical theater from Zarzuela and so on. So for example, we have Zarzuela here, which tells the story of Robinson Crusoe. So let's have a look at this. I'm sure you didn't know about this Zarzuela. So there we are. And as you can see, we can download, in this case it's a printed score, but there are manuscripts as well. So number 7 is Casa Recording, which is the historical Italian publisher of opera and contemporary music and many more. So you have some suggestions on the site, so let's click on one of those. You can of course also search by name and so on. So this is from Puccini's Tosca. And the thing with the Ricordi archive is that you can only see one page of each work. So maybe not very practical if you're trying to do some research and so on, but you can still look at these cool scores and you have this cool magnifying glass function as well. So now you can go and explore some of these websites. So in the next video, I talk about 8 more websites, so a total of 15. And I'll also post the links in a comment underneath this video. So if you've learned something from this video, I would like to suggest you consider making a donation to a charity or a fund supporting musicians affected by the pandemic crisis. So you have a couple of links here. So other than that, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and goodbye.